Hello everyone, welcome to this virtual internship session. That is today we'll be discussing about the Tata Consultancy services, the internship, that is data visualization. It is actually for empowering business with effective insights. So the tools used in this is Power BI, Tableau, and Excel. Right. So before we start this internship, let me just give brief introduction about our institute and also about me so that people who don't know me or say people who doesn't know about our institute, they'll have a brief introduction about us. Okay, I'll not take much time. I'll just take 2 to 3 minutes. I'll finish it off quickly. Right. So about ITAS. So what is ITAS? ITAS is nothing but iTech Analytics Solutions. We actually are the people who actually train on analytics and reportings, and we provide trainings for corporates. We do online training and class we do we do classroom training, and we also do a lot of projects for various different companies. All right. Next, what courses we actually do? So we actually conduct courses for advanced Excel, macros, dashboard designing, automations, reporting techniques. Then also when it comes to database, so we actually conduct trainings for MS Access, SQL Server, and also we do trainings on this MySQL. Then coming to this business intelligence, we do trainings on this Power BI, Tableau, and programming. We train on R programming, Python programming, and also macros as well. Right. So next, say about me, I have 16 plus years of experience, and I have worked with companies like Society General, Pharma Analytics Solutions, Mu Sigma Business Solutions, and IMS Healthcare, which is now IQVIA. What specializations I do? Actually, I am specialized in interactive and dynamic dashboards, tool development, advanced automations, and also process optimizations. I actually do a lot of process optimizations for various corporate companies, wherein if the team has got a lot of manual work or if they are doing some work which is taking a lot of time, so we help them in optimizing their process to speed up their work and also increase the quality of the work. The technology what I actually master is advanced Excel, VBA macros, dashboard designing, MS Access, Tableau, Power BI, and SQL Server, Python programming, automations, reporting techniques, visualization techniques, and tool development. So these are my areas which I actually master. Then coming to the certifications, I'm actually Microsoft Office expert and also Power BI associate as well. And these are the clients where I'm actually the consultant. So we have almost 65 plus companies globally. And these are the training scores for all the corporate trainings what we have done. Almost it is from 5.23 up to 6 as well in some of the companies. If you see the Sun Pharma, we have got 6 out of 6 as well. Right. Coming to the awards, we have been awarded as the best institute right from 2014. Actually, some of the awards which are not taken the photos. So here we can see from 2015, 16, 17, 18. So it continues. And then we have been awarded as the best training institute for highly rated institute for the database training as well from Suleka. So recently, I've been awarded for the Asian Admirable Achievers as well. I have gained third position out of 430 plus candidates. Okay, right. So this is our introduction. So let's concentrate on the internship now. Okay, so again, welcome to this virtual internship. This internship is for the Tata Consultancy Services. And the internship, the project what we're doing today is on data visualization, that is empowering business with effective insights. The tools what we're using is Power BI, Tableau, and Excel. Right. So let's go to the website. I will just try to open that website. So I already opened this website. Here we have the website. So this is the website where, I'll just post this link as well. Okay. So I'm just posting this link so you can take this link as well. So here is the link. So you can copy and paste this link so that you can, work on this, or say you can log in. So you have to log in. I've already logged in. So copy and paste that particular link so that you can work on this particular internship. Okay, all right. So now here we have 4 tasks. Say task 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have solved all the 4 tasks, and here are the supporting files as well. Along with that, I have the project, what we have done in Power BI and Tableau as well. Okay. The 4 tasks, what we have is the task 1, framing the business scenario, then choosing the right visuals, then creating effective visuals, and communicating insights and analysis. So these are the 4 tasks. Okay. Right. Now, if you want these 4 tasks, the supporting files, I will actually post that in my community link. So if you're not in my community link, I'm just posting that link. So please copy this link and you can join so that you people can get the files. Okay. All right. So let me just copy and paste this link. So you can copy this link quickly so that you people can actually join the community channel. So let me just show that as well. If you see here, this is our community channel. You can see that. Okay. So in the channel I have posted, please do not switch on your cameras. Right. See here, we have this file. So for the virtual internship, what we did, previously, I have put the files, the entire files have been pasted here. I have posted in this particular Telegram channel. So if you think, you want to get the files for all the other internships or whatever trainings we do, so you can join this particular channel. Okay. Right. So this is the link. So if you want, you can join this so that you can get all the files, whatever is shown on screen. Okay. All right. Next, let's go to this website and start working on the task. Okay. So there are a few things which, if you want, you can read this. You can go here, read in detail. So there are some videos also. You can go through that. And here you can see the tasks for, the explanation. So they have explained here about each task. You can go here, you can click on this and you can study that as well. Like what I mentioned, the task 1, it is about people. How many of you are not able to hear me properly? So before I start this task, you are able to hear people? People, can you hear me? Yes. All right. So Shiva, please check your speakers. Okay, I think all others are able to listen to me. Okay, please. All right. So let me continue. So what I was telling is, I told you there are 4 folders which I actually have created. So here you can see that. Here you can see I've created 4 folders that is based on these tasks. So I mentioned here the task. Okay. The task 1, we have framing the business scenario. And then task 2, choosing the right visuals. Task 3, creating effective visuals. And task 4, communicating insights and analysis. So we'll go through one by one in detail. Let's go to this first task. Go to this first task. The first task is about framing the business scenario. So what we'll be learning here, you can see that it says task overview, how to think from the perspective of business leaders to analyze data more effectively. Then how to prepare for a meeting with senior leaders. So this is the task what will be, this is the task what we'll be learning, and what we'll do, write questions that you think will be important and relevant to the CEO and CMO. Okay, so here we'll try to write a letter. Okay, so that's the first task what we have to do. So this is something where you have to take care. So there is nothing like technical thing. So you have to understand what actually we have to do, right? Right. So here we'll be writing the letter for, say, the mail, or we'll frame some questions where we can actually send it to CEO, that is Chief Executive Officer, and CMO, that is Chief Marketing Officer. Okay. So there are some videos also available, so you can go through that videos as well. I'll say next. And here is what, there are some information, so just go through this. This is something about, what actually will be asking the CEO and CMO of the business. So I'll say next. So here there are some, downloadable files actually, which will help you in learning. So this is nothing like a task or something. This is something, some articles. Okay, so you can go and you can download this. Here we have the data set as well. You can download that, which is actually used for creating the reports. Now, if you see here, I have pasted the, the questions what we'll be asking for the CEO and CMO. So what you can do is here in the task one, what I have done is I have kept the questions. Okay, so this is the questions what we'll be asking for the CEO, and here I've framed some questions for CMO as well. So here I've already typed, I've, prepared everything. So this I'll be sharing it with you. What you can do is you can just copy and paste, or you can prepare your own questions and you can paste it as well. Okay, so no worries. So you can do that. So where do I paste? I'll go here. I can copy and paste here in this particular place. So once it is done, I'll say next. Done. Okay. So here you can see this task, whatever we have done. So here we also have some examples. So you can go through this and you can also frame your own questions, or you can refer these questions as well. Okay, what questions they have given. So you can refer them as well. Even I have referred this and try to understand, what they have mentioned. So same thing, I just try to replicate it, or say I just tried by my own few of the points. Okay, all right. So I'll say complete. So this completes our first task. It's very simple. I just completed my first task. I'll say we'll go to next task. This entire internship, people, it is very, very simple actually. All right. Choosing the right visuals. Now, choosing the right visual in the sense, whenever I have some data, so we have to choose the right visuals. So what happens, many people actually feel that, when we have the data, they'll straight away go and create a line chart, or say, pie chart, column chart, or bar chart. They won't understand. So when actually we should create the kind of charts. So don't worry. There is one video actually. If you're not there in my YouTube channel, please go to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of visualizations which I've created for Excel, Power BI, and Tableau. All of them. Okay. If you want to. Okay. So I'm just pasting the YouTube link as well. Okay. This is my YouTube link. So if you think, you want to learn more about the visualizations, you can go there and you can check. There are a lot of playlists where you can go and you can learn about the right visualizations. Okay. So since this is just an internship, I just explain about the task. So I cannot go and explain all the visualizations now. But what I'm telling is, if you want to learn in depth of it, it's completely free. You can go and you can check in my YouTube channel. You can subscribe. You will get all the visualizations for Excel, Power BI, and Tableau as well. Okay, right. So what is the task here, and what we'll be learning from this task? How to choose visuals to communicate information effectively. That means what are the visualizations which will be choosing, say the right visualizations to prepare the reports, which is easy for me to explain to the concerned person. So what you will do, say identify the visual which could explain the data and insights in a simplest possible manner. See, just read this, the simplest possible manner. This is what an analyst actually have to do. The job of an analyst is to make the complex data, to make it more simple, and create a report such a way that it is very easy for the person who's actually viewing that reports should understand. Okay, that is the main task of an analyst. So keep this in mind always. So whenever you want to become an analyst, it doesn't mean that you learn Power BI thoroughly, you learn Tableau thoroughly, and don't know what kind of how actually you can convince the client with the appropriate report. So you should make sure that you make the task the simplest possible manner. So this is the main point what you have to keep in mind, right? Okay. So let's say next. Also, I'll open this folder, the second task. Choose the right visuals. Okay. So here, I'll just open this. Okay. So here you can see I'll have 5 questions. Okay, let me close this. Okay. So let me just open this website as well. Okay. So if you go here, I'll have 5 questions. Okay. So these are some files. You can see, you can go and you can download this. There are some useful links what the Forage has given. So you can go here. These are all like a study material. Okay. So you can download that. So you can see that ultimate guide to choosing the right visual. So here there are some notes actually. These are not something which is related to the task what you do, but this is to study something. Okay, you can download that and you can read it. Let me say start the quiz. Now here, say here, we have 5 questions. And what does that says? So here I have mentioned all the 5 questions as well. So it actually says that, some questions there. So what kind of chart actually we can select? So for that, we need to select the right answer. Okay. So let's read this. The CEO of the retail store is interested to view the time series. See here, the time series. Main thing, when I say time series, I'll tell you of the revenue data for the entire year. The CEO is interested in viewing the seasonal trends and want to dig deeper into why these trends occur. This analysis will be helpful for the CEO to forecast for the next year which visual would most likely help the CEO analyze the data. So people, very simple, whenever you see this time series, the name time series, okay, or you can also see there is one more place where I saw this, see trends, the trend, okay. Whenever you see this, there is a scenario, there is a question, or say there is some requirement. If you feel that you are creating any reports based on time series, or you are showing some trends, then go for line chart. This is the right chart for the time series and the trends. Okay. So you can use other charts as well, but the appropriate chart, the right visual is the line chart. So that I've mentioned here. If you go here, see, I've also explained it. You can go and you can read this. I've also explained it. Okay. All right. I'll say next. The next question. Okay. Let's see. The CMO is interested in viewing the top 10 countries. Okay. The top 10 countries which are generating the highest revenue. Read the scenario. Additionally, see, additionally, this question, this point, as a subcomponent, they would also like to see which products are contributing to the total revenue being generated by each country. So you just see here, I have top 10 countries and there is a subcomponent. That means we are trying to again further drill down so that we can have a breakup of these 10 top 10 countries. That means obviously we can use a clustered column chart, which, it will be like very congested to see the reports. So what we do is we try to see this top 10 means we'll have 10 bars, or say the 10, the column chart, whatever is there. And we can use the stacked, that is, it is showing me the breakup as well. So either you can use the clustered column, the stacked bar chart or stacked column chart. So here you can see I have the stacked bar chart. So I'll be using the stacked bar chart. If they would have given stacked column chart, then I can use stacked column chart here. So since they've given stacked bar chart, you can see that there is something called as subcomponent. That means we have to go for the stacked. That means one above the other. Okay. So I'm using the stacked bar chart. You can see that I've explained that as well here. So you can go, you can check that. See, it is used for comparing subcomponent pieces across the different categories. So you can read it. It's very clear actually. Next. Next is the CEO of online retail store wants to see how much average revenue, see here, average, okay, is generated by each country. So whenever you think that, the average, okay, I'll tell you which chart you have to use. They are interested in viewing the following metrics. Okay, that is, we have minimum value first quartile, then median value third quartile, and then maximum value. Which chart would be appropriate for this? So when you see this, minimum, median, and maximum, okay, values, all three has to be available. With that, the average, then go for this box plot. Okay, you would have seen that there'll be, one line, say, the horizontal line on top, horizontal line in the, in the bottom, and there'll be one vertical line joining. So which actually shows the minimum value, the bottom, then medium, that is in the middle, there will be a point kind of thing, and then we have the maximum on top. Okay. So in that case, we use this box plot. Okay. So that also I've explained here. So you can go and you can read. Okay. All right. Also, you can see here also, see, they've explained here. Next. Next is, see, the CMO of the online retail store wants to view the information of top 10 customers by revenue. Okay, so they want to view the top 10 customers by revenue. They're interested in visual that shows the greatest revenue generating customer at the starting and gradually declines to the lower revenue generating customers. Okay, the CMO wants to target the higher revenue generating customers and ensure that they remain satisfied with their products. Which visual would help the CMO understand the data on revenue generated by top 10 customers? See here. Here it says top 10 customers by revenue. Okay. So either I can use the column chart or the bar chart or pie chart. Okay. Pie chart also can be used, but here you can see it says, say that they are interested in visual that shows the greatest revenue generating customer at the beginning. Okay. So in that case, the column chart is actually appropriate. Okay. Now, if I had bar chart, it would have been confusing for me because I have to choose either column chart or bar chart. Here I have only column chart, so I'll be using this column chart. Now you might think, why cannot I use the stacked bar chart? Here I cannot use stacked bar chart because they are just trying to plot only this top 10 customers. That's it. They don't want any sub components here. So we'll go to this. We'll go with this column chart. Okay, I'll say next. Next, we have this, the CEO is looking to gain insights on the demand of their products. They want to look at all countries here. They want to look at all countries and see which regions have the greatest demand for their products. That means they're trying to plot the chart based on the locations. Once the CEO gets an idea of the regions that have the high demand, they will initiate an expansion strategy which will allow the company to target these areas, generate more business from these regions. So if you see this, if you just read this, obviously they are trying to understand about the location. He wants to view the entire data on a single view without the need to scroll or hover over the data points to identify the demand. So which chart would be appropriate? So here they are trying to plot the values on the map. Okay, that is, they are trying to check the location. So map chart is appropriate out of all these four charts. I'm selecting this map chart. I'll say complete. So this actually helps us in understanding which visualization I have to use. So I just learned about a few visualizations wherein we had a task to choose the right visuals. Let's say skip to next task. Okay, all right. The next task what we have is about creating effective visuals. That means we are trying to create some visuals. This is not an entire dashboard actually. They're just asking us to create some visuals. That's it. So if you want to make it as a dashboard, yes, you can do it. Otherwise, here the entire task is to select the right visuals and then create the charts. So the visuals and plot the charts. What you will learn? How to visualize data analysis to help executives with effective decision making, how to use Tableau or Power BI softwares. People, let's try to use Tableau and Power BI softwares, both. Okay, let's not go only with Tableau or Power BI. Here we have an option. Either I can do the project, I can create the visuals in Tableau or in Power BI, but I'll show you in both the ways so that you people will have the idea about how I can use how I can create the visuals in Tableau and also in Power BI. Okay, all right. Now here, what is the task we have to do? Create the visuals around the questions the CEO and CMO requested. They are actually requesting some, say, some visuals or say some reports, which we have to read that and then create the charts. Let's say next. Right. So here, let me go to the next slide. Okay, next page actually. Here you can see the questions. Okay, so here you can see there are 4 questions, and here we can download the. This is actually the PDF which helps you understand how to install Power BI and Tableau. Okay, so this already I have told. You can go and check. Um, here is uh, recently I did one session on this Tableau. Okay, session one. So you can go to my say Telegram channel. Here we have this business intelligence using Tableau. So here you can see I have mentioned how to install Tableau, and also you can go and check in my YouTube channel. I've also mentioned how to install Power BI as well. And in the previous session also I explained how to install Power BI. Please go through that. Okay. Right. Next. So this is the data set which I can download, which is actually used for creating visuals for all these four questions. Right. Now, what we'll do is, I've already submitted this. So here, let's go to this third task, creating effective visuals. So what I've done, here I've taken two files. That is, one is Power BI and one is Tableau file. And here I have the data set. Let me open this data set. So a huge file, actually 23 MB. I'm just opening this. It takes some time because it's a huge file actually. So it's opening here. Let's try to understand the data first. Then we'll start understanding the reports. Okay. So this is my data. So before creating any reports, make sure that you try to understand the data, the column headers, and what data we have, what data type it is. So if you understand all this, then it is very easy for you to create the reports. Okay, right. So I have the invoice number, then stock code, description, quantity, invoice date, unit price, customer ID, and country. Okay, so how many records are there? Let me just see. There are around 5.4 lakhs record. Okay. All right. So let me close this. So first what we'll do, we'll go with this Power BI. Okay. I've already opened the file because it was taking a lot of time to open. So I just thought, let me just open it and keep. So here I have four questions. Question one, two, three, and four. There are four questions. I've imported the data. I can see that the same data, what I just saw this, say country, customer ID, and all these, you can see that the column headers. Okay, all these are column headers. You can go to this table view where I can see the data. Okay, fine. So here, one column I've created, this calculated column. If you go and click on this, you can see that I have this quantity multiplied by unit price. So here I have this quantity multiplied by unit price. That is the revenue. So you can see that in the text. See, this is the calculated column what I've created. That is revenue. So I have this quantity multiplied by unit price. So this is the calculation. The one calculation what I've done. Okay, let me just open the, I'll keep it open so that we have some filters to discuss. So that also I'll discuss. Let me go to the report. Okay, the first question. So here we have the first question. Let me go to this. So here, what does it says? It says the CEO of the retail store is interested to view the time series. When I say time series, I told it should be line chart. So I've taken the line chart. Then time series of the revenue data for the year 2011 only. Okay, so now we're actually trying to create the report only, that is only for 2011 only. Okay, he would like to view granular data by looking into revenue of each month. The CEO is interested in viewing the seasonal trends and wants to dig deeper into why these trends occur. This analysis will be helpful for the CEO to forecast for the next year. Okay, all right. So let me just select this visual what we have created. So here, first thing is, we have to create the report. So here you can see that I have created the report here, and you can see that I have the invoice date, that is in the month, then revenue what I've created. This is the revenue what I've created. Okay, all right. So here I have the invoice date. You can see that I've taken the month. Okay, all right. So let me go to this transform data and see if we have any changes to be done. I think there is no changes to be done here, but there are few filters what we have to apply. Okay, that we'll see what are those filters. So I came to this Power Query Editor to filter some of the data. So what is that? The first thing, let's say I'll go to this invoice date. Okay. So if I click here, I'm trying to filter the data. You can see that I'm trying to filter this data, which is greater than, say here what I've done, say after. Okay. So we can select the data, which is after. It's already filtered, say. Already filters are applied. So let me just double click on this so that it will be like twice. See, filters say 1/1/2011. That means I'm just trying to filter all the data after this. So if you go here, this notepad, that also you can see quantity should be greater than 0. Unit price should be greater than 0. Invoice should be greater than 1/1/2011. So that is what I have actually mentioned here. So this is one filter. Then I have one more filter, that is quantity. Okay, is greater than or equals to 1. That means it is greater than 0. Then I'll go here, I'll take another filter. There you can see unit price is greater than 0, or it can be greater than or equals to 1. Anything you can actually mention. So I have mentioned 3 different filters here. One is on the invoice date. Then another one is, where is that? Quantity, you can see that. And then another one is on unit price. So here I'm trying to filter these 3 columns so that whatever the necessary report, okay, mentioned in this particular question, so we can do that. So here I have filtered the data, that is I have filtered for 2011 and all the unit price above 0 and also the quantity which is above 0. Okay, right. So here first question is to create the time series chart, where I've taken the column that is month, and then I have taken this revenue which we have done, that is by calculated column, and then we also have taken what, okay, these 2 columns here, you can see that, but I have filtered based on 3 different columns. So this is my first chart, right? Let's go to second question. What is the second question? Let's go back to the web page. So CMO is interested in viewing the top 10 countries. Okay, top 10 countries which are generating the highest revenue. Additionally, the CMO is also interested in viewing the quantity sold along with the revenue generated. So here, what he's saying is, I want top 10 countries. Okay, here you can see I have top 10 countries. And then he's saying that who is generating the highest revenue. Okay, that is, when I say top 10, that means obviously it will be like highest to lowest, that is 10 countries. And here it is saying that is also interested in viewing quantities sold along with the revenue generated. Say, here you can see this is revenue, okay, this green color. Along with that, you also want to see the quantity sold. Okay, so now if I select this visual, I'll just tell you how actually we have achieved this. So here I have this quantity and revenue. Okay, so here I have this quantity and revenue. These are the 2 series what we have here. If you come to this filters on this visual, see, first thing is here I have this United Kingdoms where it is, a lot of values are there here. So I just want to filter that. So what I've done is I've just taken all the countries here. I'll just uncheck this United States because there are a lot of data here. First, I'll uncheck that. And then I'll go to this revenue here where I have the filter, say top N. So we'll have 3 different filters. So it's a top N. Here I have this top. I want top 10 values based on what? Based on revenue. I'll just drag and drop that particular column here, revenue. So I'll get this filtered. Now I'll get top 10 countries, which I have here. In that, I've just removed United Kingdom. And then I have used quantity and revenue here so that we'll get the charts plotted here. Okay, all right. Let's go to the next question. The CMO of the online retail store wants to view the information on top 10 customers. Now this is for customers. Let's go to third question. So this is top 10 customers. When I say customer, that means I have this customer ID. So I'm taking this top 10 customers here. Right. By revenue. So here we should have the revenue. Let's see. I've taken this revenue, see the revenue column, and we have this top 10 customers. How did we filter that? I'll show you. Is interested in visual that shows the greatest revenue generating customer at the start and gradually declining the lower revenue generating. So here we are just trying to sort this particular series. Okay. And ensure that they remain satisfied with their products. Right. How to do this? The first thing is this chart needs top 10 customers. So I've taken this customer ID where we don't have the customer name. So we have only this customer ID. I've taken this customer ID. And then based on revenue, I need to generate the charts. I've taken this revenue here that is available here. But I need to filter. That is, I don't want all the blank values. There are some blank values. I'll go here. See here, I have the blank values. Just remove the blank values. Take all the other customer IDs. Done. Next, you want this top 10 customers. So I'll say top N. Here I have this top 10. So here you can select the filters. I'll say top N based on revenue. So here I'll get the customer details. Here that is top 10 customers based on revenue. All right. So very simple task actually. The next, the CEO is looking for the next question, that is question 4. The CEO is looking to gain insights on the demand of their products. He wants to look at all the countries and see which regions have the greatest demand on their products. Once the CEO gets an idea of the regions, okay, now what he's trying to do is he's trying to see the location where the demand of the product is more. So how to do that? That means we have to use the map chart. So what I've done, I've used this map chart. So now if you go here, so your first thing is you have taken this quantity, you have taken the country, and here I'm trying to again, uncheck the United States. Otherwise, that will actually have more revenue. So here what I'll do, say I've taken this quantity and the country. I'm just trying to remove only United Kingdom here. So you can see that I have the chart plotted based on the location. That's it. Very simple. So 4 questions and we have chosen the right visuals depending on the requirement. Now, this is what is the task. So if you have done this, you can submit it. So here we have this. I'll say submit. But since they've also mentioned about Tableau, so what we'll do is we'll also see how we can do the same task in Tableau as well. It is very simple. Let me go here. Okay. The same 4 questions I have here, which I've created. Okay. I've solved it, but I'll show you how we can do this. All right. Now, thing is, if a people doesn't know about Tableau, okay, if you've not studied Tableau, go to my channel, that is the community channel. So please go here, please join this channel. So I have this Tableau session 1 and Tableau session 2 here. We have completely given this. Okay, you can go, you can study the Tableau session. So you can study, the visuals very easily. You can study this particular course, the entire course is there in that. You can go and you can study that. All right. Same kind of charts I've created here also. Let's go and understand how we have created. So I have imported the data here, the same data, whatever is there. Here you see this data. So this data I've imported here. First thing. The next, what I've done, I've taken this line chart. So what filters we have used? So same filters, whatever we've used there, same filters I'm using here also. Go to this edit filter. You can see that I'm taking the value from 0. So here we have some minus value as well, but I'm taking this from 0. That is first filter what we have done in Power BI. Same thing we are doing here as well. The second filter, that is, we're trying to filter the quantity. So here I'm just taking from 1 to whatever quantity is there. Let's say these 2 filters are done. Okay. Next, the next one is here the year should be 2011. So you can see that I'm using this 2011. So these 3 filters are done. Okay. Now the plot, whatever we are doing here, say it is based on the month. So I've taken this month here. Then based on the revenue, I've just taken the revenue here. This is to get the label here. So here, if this is not there, the labels are not there. So you can drag and drop the sales here, wherein I get this particular values. All right. But one more thing, I forgot to tell you. How did this revenue come? In Power BI, what did we do? We actually have written one calculation, that is calculated field where I say quantity multiplied by unit price. But how did that revenue come here in the Tableau? Here also we have done same thing. So if you go here, see revenue, okay, and I'll say edit. You can see that quantity multiplied by unit price. So that is the revenue. Okay, right. Same thing. Whatever we have done in Power BI, same thing you have to do here also, and we can plot the chart. Right. Let's go to second question. Second question is about, again, taking that revenue and quantity and then plotting the chart. And again, we need top 10 countries. Let's go and see how we have filtered the marks. Say here I have this country which is there in the filter. Let me click on this and I'll say edit filter. You can see I have this top 10. So same thing like what we do the filters in the Power BI. So here we have the top. I'll say top 10 based on revenue and say, okay, I'll get only top 10 countries. Then again, these three filters, I'll go here, say 2011. And again, this unit price. So here we have this from 0 to whatever values we have. And then the quantity also, same thing, say from 1 to 2400. Right? Now I need quantity and revenue. So I've taken this measure values, the quantity and revenue here, so that I'll get the plot. That is the chart here. Right. Third question. Third question is about the top 10 customers with revenue. So here I need to take the top 10 customers. That is, I've taken the customer ID here and I've taken this top and you can see the top 10 with revenue. And we'll go here, we'll say edit filter, the 2011. Right. The next one is the map chart where I've plotted the map chart here. I've just taken the map and I've taken the quantity as the colors and I've taken this, the quantity. So we have taken this quantity and then we have plotted the chart. So whatever I've done here with the same thing we have done here as well. Okay. All right. So once this is done, so either you can submit the Power BI file or the Tableau file. So what I have done, I've just taken this Power BI file only. So if you think you want to, paste this or say submit this Tableau project, you can submit that as well. Okay. All right. Now, let's go back. Now my third task is done. I'll go and I'll say next. Okay. So here I have sample files. You can download that and you can check that. I'll say complete. Done. So 3 tasks are done. I'll say go to next. So the next task is about, whatever task I've done, I have to present it now. That means we are giving some insights. We are trying to explain what we have done. That is right from the studying of the data and also about what all visualizations we have created, something like that. So I'll go here. The task what we have to do is see here what you will learn, how to present the process, whatever is there to the senior leadership or say whoever we want to explain the project. Now here we have this, what you will do, record a video presenting your findings to CEO and CMO. That is the senior leadership means the CEO and CMO. For them, the entire project, what we're doing, the entire reports, what we're creating is for the CEO and CMO. Right. I'll tell you what I have done. So here, let me go to this fourth task. Okay. So here, I just, okay, I just try to write some dialogues or say, whatever I wanted to speak. So I just made a list of things here. And then what I did is I put that into PPT. Okay. So here the same thing, I just copied and pasted in different sheets. Right. So if you see here, the same thing, whatever is there, I just pasted here in different slides and I'll go yes, save as. And I saved it as MP4 here like this. Okay. I just saved it as MP4. If you see here, I have this video here. So if you think you can, if you want to go and you want to speak, okay, or in front of camera, you can do that as well. I'm not telling that it is wrong, so you can do that as well. So what I did is, instead of speaking again, making a video and editing and all, so I thought, let me just go paste this complete data, create one MP4 video, okay, say, prepare one PPT and then save it as MP4 video, and I posted it. I submitted it. So if you think you want to speak in front of the camera, that is also fine. Okay, and try to make some edits and make sure that you don't have a very big file. So here, what is the file size? It is 16 MB. So you also just don't go and speak for say half an hour, 1 hour or something. That should be like some 5 minutes enough. I think 5 minutes is more than enough to explain all those four charts. Okay. All right. So once it is done, so let me go here. Okay. I will submit it. See, same thing I've submitted here. So you get some uh, inputs. You can download all this. These are all files which will actually explain you a lot of things. Okay. So I just try to download. Yeah. Okay. So likewise, you'll get some files. Okay. You can just download that. Some of these. So this is what the box plot says. This one I was talking about, the box plot. So you'll get some inputs like this. So you can go, you can study that. Some information they would have given so that you can download and you can read that. Okay, so once it is done, once it is submitted, I'll say next. All right, and I'll say complete. Done. So my task is done. Now submit and finish. So once I say submit and finish, then I'll say next. You might get some more questions here, might ask, because I've already submitted it. So for me, I'm not getting those questions again. So you might get some questions there. You can just read that question and answer. That is, each individual, answers, whatever you want, you can specify. Right. Now let me go here. This is my certificate. If you go here, see, you can say download. You can see my certificate. See. Okay. So this is about the virtual internship, that is data visualization. Now, people, now I'll ask you a few questions. Okay. So how do you feel? So don't you think this internship, the project or the task is easy? People, easy or difficult? You can do it, right? It's very easy, right? Just for the third task is what you have to work. That's it. Rest two is about, understanding and, sending some mails or asking some questions, right? All of you? Good. All right. So people, how many of you don't know Tableau? How many of you don't know Tableau? Sai, I think you can finish this also, right? So because you've already finished your PwC, now you can do this. Sai, okay. All right. Okay. So how many of okay, now let me ask the question. Okay. So all of you, because I don't want to mix the questions and it will be difficult for me to answer. I mean, it will be difficult for understanding your answer. So my question is, how many of you doesn't know Tableau? How many of you don't know Tableau? Okay. Neeraj says he doesn't know Tableau. Okay. Sarvam Mangla says she doesn't know Tableau. Okay. Shubha, Deepika. Okay. So most of it doesn't know Tableau. So you can work on the Power BI and you can finish the task. Or if you think you want to learn Tableau, see here in this channel. Okay. In our channel, let me just again give you the link. So you can go to our link. This is our community link. Please go here and then join this channel. You can get this video. Okay, it's completely free. It's there in YouTube as well. So you can go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will get this video. Okay, it's a 2 days video almost all the things have been covered, so you can learn that. Okay, right. Next, how many of you want to learn end-to-end Power BI and end-to-end Tableau? So if you people want to learn, okay, anybody, so here you can get this, the entire Tableau and Power BI. Okay, this is just 399 rupees. Okay, so I'll just post this link. If you think that you want to purchase and learn the entire Power BI, it is just 399 rupees only. So this is the Power BI. I'll just post the link, Power BI end to end and Tableau both. Okay, I'll just post it. So I've given the link, but here you might ask, what is this 4,960 and what is this 12,390? People, this 399 rupees has got all the videos, all the materials, everything will be there. But the thing is, like, you should learn by yourself. This is called as self-learning. Then 4,960, what we have given is called as blended. The blended in the sense you can learn by yourself. It's like a semi self-learning, wherein if you have any questions, you can directly ask us or say you can message us. We'll explain you about the doubts, whatever you have in that particular, say, the videos or whatever, the topics, anything. Okay. We have this live sessions. This live sessions will be like, if you have the session, say, we will be there to train you people. You'll be there to teach you people, wherein you'll have a live classes in a batch. Okay, so any of these three versions you can choose. So if you think you want to just learn by yourself, you can go for this 399. You can see that complete in depth of all the chapters. It is that this is for Power BI. Okay, suppose if you think you want to learn Tableau, for that also we have similar kind of thing. So I can go here, say all the chapters are there here with in-depth, say, classes, and you can see that supporting files, you can download that and you can learn this as well. This also cost you 399 rupees and blended will cost you 4,960. Live class 12,390 rupees. So you can opt for any of these options. I've sent the link so you can learn by yourself as well. Okay, right. So many of you think are interested in this for Tableau or Power BI, want to purchase any versions, it's fine. How many of you? Right. Okay. Suppose if you want to learn the entire data analytics and data science, so here we have a package called as Mega Bundle for data science, data analytics, and business analytics. So here you have 27 courses. Okay, so you have 27 courses. All the courses are available here, so you can check this as well. So this link also I will provide. So if you go through this, and then you can plan for purchasing. Okay, right. Now, next, I was talking about the Tableau. Suppose if you think you want to learn this Tableau completely free, okay, but here we have all the overviews. So here I have given, 2-day sessions, which we did recently. So I have the link here. So you can go here and you can check this as well. For this, I don't have any practice files. But if you think you want to get the practice files and, learn all the entire Tableau and Power BI, you can go here. You can get it for 399 rupees only, or you can go for 4,960 for self-learning with support. Okay. All right. And I was talking about the community channel. So people, you can go and you can join our community channel. Again, I'm telling all the materials and things will be available there. So here we have this. So you can see there are a lot of books. I'll be sharing a lot of materials, books, and even you'll be getting the updates of all the free classes what we're actually doing, and we'll be doing a lot of community classes as well. And also we are coming up with one idea, that is, you people can ask us any questions, so we'll try to prepare the materials, prepare the content, and then we'll actually take the training. So that also is in the plan. So I'll just update that in the community channel so that you people can post your questions, whatever you are planning to learn. So we are there. We'll be trying, we'll just try to put one content, and then, we'll try to explain in these sessions. Okay, that is completely free. So you can post your questions. For that, we are actually working out how to actually, do that. Okay. All right. Next. People, so I take a lot of efforts. Okay. So I just request all of you, if you have been in, these sessions are interested, and whatever we are doing is helping you people. So I'm just posting you my Google review here. Okay, so you can post your reviews here. So this Google review, so this is like, we are taking so much of effort, so much of, contents we are actually giving, we're spending so much of time. So this reviews will actually encourage us. It will also help us in, giving more and more content like this. So we request you people to go and give us some good reviews, so which will help us in, getting more this kind of trainings, and also it will be like something like an encouragement. Okay. And if anybody wants to connect with me in LinkedIn, so I'll also post that link, so you people can actually connect with me. So this is the link. You can connect with me. Okay. So you can connect with me in the LinkedIn. And people, once you finish this internship, okay, this internship, so here you get the certificate, right? So here we have the certificate. So just showing the certificate. Let me just see. Install. Okay. So you get that certificate. Let me click. Okay, post this in your LinkedIn and tag me. Okay, so here I have this. You can just say at, and type my name, tag me, wherein once you tag, so what I'll do is I'll try to repost it, and that will actually help you in getting more visibility of your profile. Okay, all right. So this is what I have for today. Now, if you have any questions, you can please ask. So, yeah, let me just stop the recording.